Hello and welcome to House of Commerce. In today's lecture, we are going to study the remaining two methods of depreciation along with the calculation of cost of asset. So stay tuned and watch the whole video so that you may understand how to calculate the cost of machine and how to calculate depreciation under both of these methods. Okay, so by using the data of the previous questions, we have cost 100,000, then scrap value 10,000, then life in units 9,000. And additionally, in year one, the machine produced 3,000. Then in year two, machine produced 3,700 units, and in year three, machine produced 2,300 units. Then per unit depreciation, this is the first step which you got to do for taking out the depreciation. So per unit depreciation, that is cost minus scrap value and divided by total life in units. And we have got 10 per unit. So machine is depreciated by producing 1 unit. It is getting depreciated by 10 rupees or $10 or something. Okay. So in year one, we produced 3,000 units by using the machine. So our units shall be multiplied with the per unit depreciation, and we have got depreciation for the year 30,000 and the total depreciation 30,000 as well. Then in year two, we have 3,700, and again by multiplying it with per unit depreciation, we have got 37,000, and the total depreciation shall be 67,000. Then 2,300 with the per unit depreciation, and we have got 23,000. Now by adding the previous one, total depreciation with the depreciation expense for current year, we have got 90,000, and that was the depreciable cost which had to be depreciated, as we can see here. So this was all for this method. Let us move to the next one. Okay, so next is sum of the year digits method. So many of the students find it difficult as compared to the other methods, that how to calculate the depreciation under this. Firstly, we are going to solve a question where we bought the machine at the start of the year, and we are going to calculate the whole year's depreciation. So this is pretty easier than the other one which is purchased in between the year. So here we got the question, cost is 200,000, scrap value is 20,000, and life in years is 5. Then we have a question that cost minus scrap value and multiply by life over sum of the years. Now how to find the sum of years? N denotes the number of years, and this is the formula to calculate, or else you can find it in another way, that 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 and 1. So in this way you can find it as well. Whatever the life of a machine is, just start adding it till 1 and you'll get the sum of years. And in another way you can find it in this way, that n bracket open and plus 1 bracket close and divided by 2. So 5 is the number of years, then 5 plus 1 is 6, and 30 divided by 2 is 15. So you can find it in both the ways, and both are correct. So let us solve a question by using this, and you shall come to know that how to solve it. Okay, so here we have a question, the same one, cost is 200,000, scrap value is 20,000, and life in years 5. So we have come to know that how to take out the sum of years, and now we are going to put it into the formula, which is cost minus the scrap value, and that is 180, 200,000 minus 20, and 180 multiply by, I shall divide the life which is left over as per asset. So here the remaining asset is of 5 years. Therefore, we will multiply it with the life remaining and divided by the total sum of years. So here we have got 60,000, and the total depreciation shall be 60,000 as well. Then in the next year, 180,000 multiplied by, now the asset is consumed, is used for 1 year. Now 4 years are left of its life and divided by sum of years, and we have got 48,000. Now by adding the previous total depreciation with the depreciation expense of this year, we have got 108,000. Then in year 3, 180,000 multiplied by 3. Why it is so? Because asset is used for 2 years. Now 3 divided by 15, and we have got 36,000. Now by adding it into the previous year's total depreciation, we have got the total depreciation till year 3, and in the year 4 the asset was left over for 2 years, and by multiplying it we have got the depreciation expense for the year and the total depreciation as well. Then in the final year we have 180,000 into 1. Why is so? Because asset is left over for 1 year only, and we have got 12,000, and the total depreciation is equal to the depreciable cost minus scrap value. So the total asset has been depreciated till the end of year 5. Now that was all for this method. Now we will learn that how to calculate depreciation when the asset is purchased in the mid of the year. Now let us look into it. Okay, so we have a little change in question that the machine was purchased on 1st March. So what to do in this question? Let us discuss about this, that in the same way, for the first year, in the same way I'll calculate the depreciation. How? The 180,000, the depreciable cost minus scrap value, multiplied by the remaining years. Machine is left for 5 years, it is not used yet, divided by the sum of years, and multiply till the year end. So as we have purchased the machine on 1st March and till the year end, we have used it for 10 months only. So multiply by 10 and divided by 12. So while calculating it, we will get 50,000. So we will get 50,000 by this, and then moving forward in the next year, the machine has not been consumed for the first year completely because it was used 10 months only. Now here we will put the same factor 5/15, but 2 months were left as it was consumed for 10 months in the previous year. So we have 2/12, and this depreciation is 12,500. Now the year has not been ended yet, and coming into the same year, 180,000 multiplied by 4, because here by consuming 2 more years, by using the machine for 2 more months, we have completed the 5th year of the machinery. So multiply by 4 and divided by 15, then multiply by 10, because it has given 2 months to this factor 5/15. Now 10 months are only left, so we will give it to the 4th factor. Now 10/12, and this is the total depreciation while applying this. Now the total depreciation for the year is 12,500, and 40,000 means 52,500. Now we will add this into the previous year's total depreciation, and we have got 102,500. Then in year 3, 180,000 into 4/15, because the machine is not yet used for the second year completely, therefore we will apply the factor 4/15 and 2 months only to it, because 10 months have already been given to this factor. Now 2/12, and by multiplying whole of these we have got 8,000. Then 180,000, and the 4th factor has been finished as machine has completed the second year, all the months of second year. Now it is left for 3 years remaining. Now 3/15 and multiply by 10/12, and we have got 30,000. Now by adding both these, we have got the total depreciation expense for the year, and by adding this to the previous one, we have got the total depreciation till year 3. Now coming to the 4th year, we'll do the same, as 3/15 has already got 10 months, therefore we will give it only 2 months to complete 12 months. Now 180 into 3/15 and multiply by 2/12. Now we have got 6,000 depreciation for this factor. Now, machine has completed its 3 years. Now it is left for 2 years remaining. Now 180,000 multiplied by 2 and divided by sum of years 15 and multiplied by 10 over 12, because only 10 months were left after allotting 2 months to the factor 3 over 15. Now here we got 20,000. Now by adding both these and by adding it into the total depreciation, we will get the depreciation total for 4th year. And then we'll solve it till it does not get depreciated to the level of 180,000. Hope you have got the idea about how to calculate depreciation under sum of the years stated method. If you have any question, you can put it into the comment section and we shall discuss it. Now moving forward to the cost calculation of an asset. Okay, let us move to the next topic, that how to calculate the cost of any asset. So firstly, you got to keep 4 points in your mind that what costs are to be added. Number 1 is purchase price. Obviously, you have to consider the purchase price while calculating the cost of asset. Next is cost necessary to bring the asset to the premises. Now, which costs are necessary? That is transportation in, and if you're importing the asset, so you got to pay the import duties along with the insurance in transit as well. Therefore, these costs, transportation in, then insurance in transit and import duties, that will be the part of cost of asset. And then cost of installing the asset. Whatever the cost incurs while installing the asset, that you got to make a base for keeping the asset on that, and you have to give the fee to someone who is professional in installing the machines. In that way, you have to add all those costs into the cost of asset. Then cost of bringing the assets into operation. And what are that? That is professional fee. That if you do not know how to operate the assets, therefore you got to pay the fee to any professional who will let you know, or who will guide you about how to operate any specific asset. Therefore, you will add that cost here, and any other cost if you're testing any asset, that if it works or not, and the initial testing cost, that shall be added into the cost of asset as well. So these 4 costs, by whatever name they appear in your question, you got to add all of them. Now let us move forward to the question that how to calculate the cost of asset if the data is given. Okay, so here we have data that purchase price is 500,000 and we are deducting trade discount from it. What is trade discount? Trade discount means the discount which is availed at the time of bargaining, and this is different than the cash discount. Cash discount is availed by paying the payment earlier to the supplier or seller. Then sales tax non-refundable. Why only non-refundable and not refundable? Because you obtain the benefits of refundable from the government. So here non-refundable means that if you have sold any of the if you have sold any of the machine and you have paid the tax for it, so that non-refundable tax shall be added in the cost, and you will take the benefit in this way, as the government will not refund you that tax. So how would you take the benefit from it? That by adding it into the purchase price and by calculating depreciation, you will have more depreciation than without tax, and you will deduct it from profit, and you have to give the income tax lesser than before. Then insurance in transit. Many of you guys do not know about what is insurance in transit, but this is an important part of payment while importing anything. So while importing, you got to have your asset insured, or else your asset shall not be imported. Then transportation in. Transportation in, that transportation which you have paid to bring your asset towards your company or towards your premises. Then import duties, which are important to be paid for importing an asset. So without paying that, you cannot bring your asset to the premises. Then installation cost. Installation cost, you have to pay so that your asset may be installed in your premises. Then the professional fee, if you do not know about how to operate an asset and you need any advice or consultation from any of the professional, so you got to pay him the fee. So that fee shall be added as well into the cost, and we have calculated the cost as 595,000. And now we can apply all the 5 methods of depreciation in it, and we can get depreciation according to our so prescribed method. So that was all for today, and I shall see you in the next video. Till then, good luck, and do let us know about what should be next for the video.